And good morning, people. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Last time we started to try and uncover Kamoshida's abuses, as it says in the top right. And, well, we caught up with one of the non-player characters in Joker's class, who was fairly beat up. He didn't tell us anything. However, he did say that there's no point. Everyone knows. The principal, the teachers, the parents. But they turn a blind eye. Why? We don't know. And that's the same thing that Ryuji is trying to find the answers to as well. Why isn't anyone speaking up? I didn't know. It's probably the most silly answer there. But volleyball. Kamoshida has made that team famous with his methods. They've made it go to nationals. In their eyes, he's a hero. In his eyes, he's a hero as an Olympic medalist. It strokes his ego. What follow are you talking about? On? How is she a follower? I mean, there's rumours about them going out, but maybe that's it. Anyways, running around all day, we had the volleyball meet. Let's get some sleep. Hopefully tomorrow things will be easier. Screaming at the PE office. Yeah, let's try to avoid that. She's not on the team though. Suzui. We have seen Ann talk to her a lot. Might be worth a go, talking to her.
Shouldn't you be heading to volleyball? Uh-huh. That bruise above your eye. Is that from practice too?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. Volleyball's the only thing I can do right. Shouldn't you take that?
It's probably just my part-time job, I think.
I should get going.
Shiho, are you sure you're okay?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Today won't work. I'm not feeling so good. Sorry. Bye.
Hey, wasn't that Takamaki?
Rumor has it she's dating Kamoshida.
Seriously?
I heard people saw them in his car together.
You know, she seems pretty easy, huh? You think I'd have a chance too?
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
What? Oh, I'm in the way, aren't I? Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Are you hurt? We're not going to get any better answer out of it if she's not talking to on, but, well, let's try.
Huh? Well... You don't look familiar. Could you be that transfer student from Class D? This might not be any of my business, but don't let the rumors get to you, okay?
And why do you say that?
Well, I've helped with a similar situation before. My best friend is often misunderstood too, all because of her looks. Sorry. I didn't mean to drag on like that. Anyway, I have to go to practice. I'll see you around.
Damn it! What the hell?
So, An's in a similar situation here? Because of her looks? Okay, so that's why she owes... Did we find someone?
Is that what it looks like? All of them kept saying the same shit Mishima was talking about. Kamoshida had to have told him something. At this rate, looks like we'll have to go to him directly.
Well... maybe we should have started with it?
I know. But seriously, isn't there something we can do? No way I'm gonna give in like this. Can you think of anything?
How about we call the cops?
So you want to tell them about the castle? They'd never believe us. Have any other ideas?
True. Sneak attack?
Oh, that'd be fine if we could do it without getting caught, but if we did, we'd be seriously done for. You got any other ideas? What do we do?
Well, if neither of those work, if nothing works in the real world, what about the actual king of that castle?
The king? You mean that other world's Kamoshida? I didn't think of that, but is there any meaning to...
I finally found you!
You say something?
Don't think you can get away with not paying me back for helping you.
That voice... Is that you, Morgana?
How dare you up and leaving me the other day?
The cat's talking?
I am not a cat! This is just what happened when I came to this world. It was a lot of trouble finding you two.
Wait, you came to our world? Does that mean you've got a phone?
You don't need one when you're at my level. I did get pretty lost making my escape, though.
That aside, Why can you talk? You're a cat!
How should I know?
You hearing this too?
Meow?
This is no time to be joking around!
You guys are having a rough time of this, I heard you mention something about witnesses.
Oh, shut up!
You know, I could tell you a thing or two about what to do about Kamoshida. You were pretty close just a moment ago.
God, that condescending attitude. This thing's gotta be Morgana.
You were still doubting me?
Quiet down!
We really have to be looking for a cat in a busy time like this?
I just heard a meow somewhere near here. Didn't you hear it?
Make sure you check every nook and cranny around.
Meow? Does that mean only us two can understand what you're saying?
Looks like it.
What the hell's going on? Anyways, what you were talking about earlier, is it for real?
You're quite the skeptic for being an idiot.
Hey, tell us more. Then again, this probably ain't the best place. Here, stick it in your bag for now. It should be just small enough to fit.
Hey, how dare you treat me like... Don't be so rough with me.
Enough of that. You said you know how we can do something about Kamoshida, right?
It has to do with what this guy was talking about earlier. You'll need to attack his castle.
What do you mean?
That castle is how Kamoshida views this school. He doesn't realize what happens in there, but it's deeply connected to the depths of his heart. Thus, if the castle disappears, it would naturally impact the real Kamoshida.
What'd happen?
A palace is a manifestation of a person's distorted desires. So, if that castle were no more...
His desires would disappear as well.
Precisely. You sure pick up things fast.
For real? He's gonna turn good? But is that really getting back at him?
Erasing a palace essentially means forcing the owner to have a change of heart. However, even though their warped wants disappear, the crimes they committed remain. Kamoshida will become unable to bear the weight of those crimes, and he'll confess them himself.
You for real? That's possible?
And since the palace will no longer exist, he'll forget what we did there as well. Not only will we be able to bring Kamoshida down, but there won't even be a trace of our involvement.
That's amazing! You are one incredible cat!
True. Except for the cat part.
So, how do we get rid of the palace?
By stealing the treasure held within.
Stealing?
I'll tell you more once you agree to go ahead with this. It's my most valuable secret plan, after all. If you want to help me out, I'll gladly teach you. What's your call?
Our luck's running dry looking for witnesses. Guess we have no choice but to go along.
It does seem very convenient, doesn't it? So yeah, there's no other way.
Good. Oh, right. There's one more thing I should tell you. If we erase a palace, there is no doubt that the person's distorted desires will be erased as well. But desires are what we all need in order to survive. The will to sleep, eat, fall in love. Those sorts of things.
What are you getting at?
If all of those yearnings were to vanish, they'd be no different than someone who is shut down entirely. They may even die if they're not given proper care. So,
They might die?
will you listen to everything I have to say first?
Would their death be our fault?
Aren't you determined enough to face those kinds of risks?
Hey, what do you think?
Well, that's a bit of a downer, isn't it? Cognitive world, though, emotions, thoughts, everything's connected inside of them. So, yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Like a set of dominoes. Knock one down. It's quite possible that the rest wouldn't be knocked down as well if you knock it the wrong way. But do we really have any choice? We might have to risk it.
For real?
Sheesh. I come all this way and this is what I get. It's not like anyone will ever find out.
That's not the point. If we just go around secretly doing whatever we want, we'd be no better than that effing Kamoshida.
Isn't this your only option? I'll come back later. Make sure you've made your decision by then.
Man, we're getting all worked up for nothing. Damn it. I'll try and see if I can figure out another way. Come on, let's get out of here.
Rumors going round about Suzui and Kamoshida, as well as Takamaki and Kamoshida. Why doesn't something seem right? Ryuji has known them for quite a while, and they wouldn't be mixing up with Kamoshida. So, listen in as we go home. Fair enough. So, Takamaki doesn't seem happy with Kamoshida. Okay, that's nothing to sort of be really worried about. They're just talking about us and Yuji. Kamoshida's new favorite girl is someone named Suzui. So, is Takamaki on the downslide and Suzui's actually there? Or is it something else? There's another group. Still talk about the trains, the train accident the other day as well. Well, let's go. And didn't that train just come in? Probably not going to get too much information here, so let's head off to the home as well now. No, we don't want to go to the access way, we want to actually go to the Station Square. We need to get back to the other line.
Will you please give told you, I'm not feeling up to it. Wait, what? That's not what you promised. And you call yourself a teacher? This has nothing to do with Shiho. Shiho's starting position. Wait, were you listening?
Not exactly on purpose.
Haven't you heard of privacy? No, I was out of line. Sorry. So, how much did you hear?
Something about a friend.
Shiho. It's nothing at all. Nothing.
Well, I guess we know who we're chasing right now. But she was on the phone to someone about Shiho's starting position. So I'm gonna guess that was Kamoshida.
Stop following me! Just leave me alone!
Really? I can't.
Why? Why do you keep worrying about me?
Let's go somewhere safer.
What the heck? I really don't get you. I don't have anything to talk about with you. It was just an argument.
With a teacher?
You heard every last word then.
Thank you very much!
You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time. He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means. If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team. I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough of this. I hate him. But still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school. Tell me, what should I do? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem. What am I saying? I've barely even talked to you before.
You know? Maybe that's why you can be so open right now.
You might be right. You're so weird. Usually everyone just ignores me. Are you really a bad person? I've heard people talking about you, but I just don't see it.
So, what are they saying? What have you heard?
That you assaulted someone. That you almost killed them. kinda had a feeling they were all just exaggerations. You seemed lonely. Almost like you didn't belong anywhere. You're the same in that regard. Maybe that's why it was so easy for me to talk to you. Is there really no way for me to help Shiho? I wish he'd just change his mind. Like, forget about me and everything. As if something like that would ever happen.
It'd be convenient.
I wasn't asking for a serious response. But I do feel a bit better now. I'm gonna head home. Don't tell anyone what I told you, okay? I'll try and think of a way to persuade Kamoshida. Well, thanks.
Suzui, are you leaving?
What is it?
Mr. Kamoshida's asking for you. He's in the PE faculty office.
What did he say?
I don't know. Well, I have to go.
On.
I think I see what's happening there.
You're late. Where have you been?
Well, can't really say that. That one's in, because he's probably keeping track of all the trains. That one we've already used once, and well, all of these are lies, so let's just go with that one.
Don't give me those lies. By the way, you haven't been hanging around any bad influences, have you?
Yes, but actually made a friend.
Well, they've got to be pretty strange to want to spend time with you. Just make sure you're careful who your friends are, if you don't want them ruining your life. Ooh, look at the time. Seriously, think about how I feel having to stay up here waiting for you. Hey, I'm leaving. In the future, try not to come back so damn late. Understood?
We'll do our best. But in the end, it's all coming back down to what Morgana told us. Stealing the desires of Kamoshida. And the potential effects of that. We don't want to go too far. But really, do we have a choice? Is there another way? As for Arn and Shiho, Arn's trying to do it for Shiho and securing her starting position. I think Shiho's doing this for Arn. So Kamoshida is just playing off both of them to get both. Again, stroking his own ego. We already know he desires Arn just from the simulation that he had in that palace of her. Won't be surprised if Shiho's very similar. Somewhere in there. Suzui missed a meeting? That's not like a volleyball team member. Kamoshida's strict on them attending as much as possible. Guest is coming to the school today. Okay.
So I assume all of you know about the separation of powers. There are 3 branches in our government. The National Diet is legislative, the Cabinet is executive, and the Supreme Court is judiciary. This division of power provides checks and balances, which ensures no one branch becomes unstoppable.
Have you made up your mind? No matter how much thinking you do, there's only one option. You'd be better off just listening to me.
How did you get in there?
Did I just hear a cat just now?
Meow!
Could that rumored cat be somewhere nearby? Settle down! We're in the middle of an important lecture.
Apparently Morgana's with us now. Please concentrate on your own class. I know it's tough.
If you only knew I'm reading this too.
Hey, what's that?
Enough! This is a classroom!
Wait, she's going to jump!
Suzui?
Shiho?
For real? Come on, let's go.
Hey! Stay in your seats! Do not step foot outside of this room!
No way! Huh? Is she gonna commit
It's
suicide?
Suzui! Shia Suzui!
Huh? Suzui-san? Let's go look.
She fell!
She dropped it! She dropped it! What about
Calm
it?
down! Back to your seats!
No! Why? Shiho!
Hey, what's going on? We should head to the courtyard too.
Yeah, let's see what's happening here. It's not good by any means.
This is impossible.
Hey, I've got to get past here.
Huh? Don't push me!
Sorry, coming through.
Oh yeah, we need to go downstairs, don't we?
This is impossible.
Yeah. Let's see what's happened. Let's hope she's alright.
Class is still in session.
Shiho!
Not looking good.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
We need someone to go with her. Are there any teachers around?
I'm not in charge of her class, though.
We should leave this to Principal Kobayakawa.
I'll go!
Please hurry.
Shiho. Why?
I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore.
Shiho? Huh? Kamoshida? No! Shiho!
Did you see that? Her leg was totally bent the whole way. It's not like
Volleyball team.
the paparazzi.
Return to your classrooms at once!
That guy. Hey, wasn't Mishima acting weird?
We need to go see him. He knows something.
Make him talk this time.
Teachers, return to your classrooms for the time being. Please do not let any students go home yet.
That hurts. Why'd you run like that, huh? I didn't run. She jumped and tried to kill herself. Leave me alone.
Just tell us.
He's right. We ain't trying to get you busted. We won't say you talked either. Suzui. She was called out by Mr. Kamoshida. Wait, what? I was called by him a number of times too. To the teacher's room. It wasn't just me or Suzui either. He'd nominate someone when he was in a bad mood and hit them. So the physical punishment thing was for real. Yesterday, he called Suzui out of the blue. She didn't make any mistakes or anything. Mr. Kamoshida seemed really irritated that day. So it must have been worse than usual. He didn't... That son of a bitch! I bet Sakamoto's going to find Mr. Kamoshida. Mr. Kamoshida's probably in the PE faculty office on the second floor.
That's where we're going then.
He went into the PE faculty office. Let's hurry. We have to go after him.
Oh, we are. If anything, as backup.
You bastard! The hell did you do to that girl?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me!
That is enough!
What you did wasn't coaching.
What did you say?
You ordered me to call Suzui here. I can only imagine what you did to her.
You're going on and on about things you have no proof of. Basically, you're simply making these claims because you can't be a regular on the team, right?
That's not what this is about!
Even if it is exactly as you imagine it to be, hypothetically speaking. What can you do? We just received a call from the hospital. Suzui's in a coma, and her chances of recovery are slim. How would someone like that make a statement? There's no chance of her getting better, I hear. Oh, the poor girl.
No. That can't be. God damn!
This again? Does this mean we need to have yet another case of self-defense?
You shut your mouth, you son of a bitch! Why are you stopping me?
Calm down. As much as we want to, we shouldn't.
But still!
Oh, you're stopping him? What a surprise. There's no need to hold back. Why not attack me? Oh, you can. But of course you can. Everyone present right now will be expelled. I'm reporting all of you at the next board meeting.
What? You can't make a decision like that!
Who would seriously consider what scum like you say? You threatened me too, Mishima, so you're just as responsible.
Huh?
To think you didn't know why I kept someone as talentless as you on the team. You act like you're a victim. But you leaked his criminal records, didn't you? It's all over the internet, correct? How terrible.
Mishima? He told me to do it. I had no choice.
Now, are we finished here? You're all expelled. You're done for. Your futures are mine to take. Now get out of my sight.
I can't believe this asshole's getting away with this!
The separation between him and the king Kamoshida of that castle doesn't seem so distant right now, does it? This Kamoshida is using things for his own gains, for his own ego. He'll eat his words.
Huh? Oh, right. We have that.
Huh? Have you lost your minds? You worthless kids aren't making any sense. But sure, go ahead and try. After all, you'll have plenty of time to kill until expulsion.
Not quite true, but we'll get to that.
I can't waste any time. We gotta hurry up and go to that world and beat the shit out of that asshole.
We're not beating him up. We're simply stealing his distorted desires. Can I assume that you've made up your minds about this? About how he might suffer a mental shutdown?
I have. Someone almost died because of him. I don't give a rat's ass what happens to him anymore.
And you?
Let's face it. Completely agree.
Then it's settled.
By the way, is getting rid of a palace hard? You've tried it before, right?
When did I ever say that?
Huh? What? Were you just pretending to know?
Is it true that you're getting expelled? Everyone's talking about it.
That asshole's at it again. So you came all this way to tell us that?
You're going to deal with Kamoshida? Let me in on it too.
I can't just sit back and do nothing after what happened to Shiho.
This has nothing to do with you. Don't butt your head into this.
But it does. Shiho's my...
I said don't get in our way!
That was harsh.
We can't take her somewhere like that.
I hope she doesn't do anything too crazy. Women can be much bolder than men at times.
We just gotta hurry up and deal with Kamoshida. Let's go already.
The moment we cross over, we'll treat each other like phantom thieves. So I hope you're ready.
Huh? Phantom thieves?
Those who covertly sneak in and stylishly steal treasure. That is what we become.
Okay.
That sounds kinda cool. So we just gotta say the school, Kamoshida's name, and castle. And then we end up in Bizarro World. How the hell's all this work? Someone make it?
Honestly, does it matter?
True. There's no point in thinking about it now. We'll show that effing Kamoshida.
Let's go.
They really are going to do something. They're doing something on their phone? A name... school?
Huh?
We might have someone tracking along with us.
Alright, time to bust on through!
What is this?
Takamaki?
That voice. Sakamoto? And are you...
Why are you here?
How should I know? What's going on? Hey, where are we? Isn't this the school?
I see. Perhaps she was dragged in because of that app thing. If multiple people can enter with the person who uses it, it stands to reason it'll pull anyone nearby.
For real?
Wait, so this is related to Kamoshida?
Anyways, you gotta leave.
No!
The shadows are going to find us if you make a scene.
No way! It's hot! Oh my god! It's a monster cat!
Monster?
You better explain what's going on! I won't leave until you do!
Looks like we gotta force her. But how are we supposed to do that?
Just take her back to where we came in. That's how it worked last time, right?
Oh yeah! Can you lend me a hand?
Yeah, let's get her out of here.
We'll explain after everything's over.
Hey! And just where are you touching?
Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean... That's not important.
You guys, seriously? Ah!
We better be careful from now on when we use that app.
You should have checked the tools you used. Why do I, the one who was just watching, know more about it than you two?
Shut up. Jeez. Takamaki found out right when we were starting off. We gotta deal with this fast.
That girl's name is An Takamaki, right? Lady An. The shadows have noticed us. You better brace yourselves. Got it? We're counting on you, Joker.
Joker? That a nickname?
Don't refer to it in such a lame way. It's a code name. What kind of stupid phantom thief would use their real name? I'm not down for that. And there's no telling what kind of effect yelling our real names will have on the palace. It's just a precaution.
So, why is he Joker?
Because he's our trump card when it comes to fighting strength.
I guess that makes sense. Not bad.
It's settled then. Next up is you, Ryuji. You'll be... let's see... Thug.
Are you picking a fight with me? Yeah, I'll choose it myself! When it comes to me, it's gotta be this mask. Honestly, I actually kinda like it. What if we named me after this?
Fine. Why not Skull then?
Oh, that sounds awesome! I'm Skull! What do we do about this one's code name?
Yeah, anything's good.
How about Mona?
Well, if Joker thinks it's easier to call me that, then I'll go with it. Alright, from here on out, we are Joker, Skull, and Mona. We need to be absolutely thorough about using those code names from now on.
Alright, time to go steal this treasure thing. Let's make a dash for it.
Literally make a dash, since we now have the dashing movement. Holding R2 means we can dash around. Helps us traverse the palace more quickly, but you do make more noise, so it is easier to be seen by the shadows and enemies.
I'll just add this.
So, let's move on. Let's go and get this treasure. Our infiltration point is still here.
Yeah.
So let's continue looking where we came out.
Ain't that...
Those intruders the other day were quite entertaining. However, I can't allow that trash to ransack my castle. Strengthen the security, kill them on sight. I'll reward whoever brings me their heads.
Praise be to King Kamoshida! Death to the intruders!
Hey, Mona, can't we just beat the crap out of him and call it a day?
Look at all those soldiers, idiot! It'd be suicide! And I'm sure you don't want a repeat of last time. Besides, don't you want him to confess his sins? There's no point beating him up. We need to steal his materialized desires. The treasure.
Fine, so where is it?
It has to be somewhere in the depths of this castle. Let's infiltrate further in while he's out here.
Yeah, that's quite a few enemies. Let's not go the direct route.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, but it is only one. Teaching a new thing? Sure, let's go.
Remember how I taught you hold-ups and all-out attacks? I'll teach you their practical use now. There's another use for hold-ups, besides simply defeating enemies. Shadows are beings born from people's hearts, so naturally they can talk, too. In other words, you can communicate with them. Get it?
Yes, we had this in the very first game. Talking to the enemies, gaining their powers.
If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items since they don't want to die. In fact, talking has a better chance of scoring something great, as opposed to just offing them. Well then, let's do the first step. Knock all the enemies down and do a hold-up.
Very simple to do, just, or at least on the beguiling girl, just shoot once.
Down! That was incredible, Joker!
So what are we going to do with you? Let's have an item. Don't really need money, we've got plenty right now, so an item is probably the better choice.
Well, something along those lines. Now let it be money or items. Just cough it up. Sorry.
You don't have anything on you?
Oh, wait, what? This isn't how I was planning this to go.
Yeah, didn't you say they had items and money on them usually? What gives?
If that's the case, I guess it's time for you to go to hell. For real? Sorry, but we're in a hurry.
Won't you let you go? Well, sorry. Oh, okay, go ahead.
What the? What's going on?
Real name is Pixie. That's the Val. And you've turned into a mask.
What was that just now? What happened?
Only 2 experience, but what happened?
For real?
Well, the tutorial's not actually over. Here comes part 2. Changing personas. Joker has the ability to hold multiple personas. He's the only one with that ability. You change stats, you change attribute affinities, offensive abilities, defensive attributes as well, so you gain weaknesses and strengths based on what persona you are carrying. But for this one, it's very important. We already know they're weak against electric. You can only change personas once a turn. We're going to do that.
Let's go.
And Pixie just happens to be electric based. Hello, Zio.
Is that the shadow from earlier? Don't tell me. Did you take in the Shadow's appearance and powers as a persona?
To say it simply, yes. And we're going to make use of that throughout the entire game. Once more, we're going to actually destroy that one. You're going to guard. And we're going to knock down this one with Captain Kidd. And we're going to attempt to actually get this one as well. You have three options. Give me money, give me items, lend me your power. If you are trying to gain beasts as masks, you want to use lend me your power. So what do we need to do? Basically, we need to answer questions. This, up in the top left, you have a type. This one's gloomy. It means that you need to answer questions specifically to say, to make it like you and join you. I can't remember exactly what I need to get gloomy, but I think it's based on serious answers, vague answers, joking answers, and there's one more. And we need to make sure we're choosing the correct ones to make it happy. I believe this one's gloomy, you just have to make upbeat. The other one might be upbeat. So let's try that. Oh no, that definitely wasn't it. I do want this right now, so if I don't get this, I am going to reload. Well, when you put it that way. No. Got a revival bead, but that's not actually what I want, so I will meet you back once I actually get back to this. This is why I saved just outside of here. There we go. Took me a while, but I need to look into what answers I need to give a little bit more. It's not a surefire thing. There are limitations and some of the answers aren't exactly obvious, but you want to really get as many shadows on your side as possible.
Holy! Does that mean you can wield multiple personas?
To answer, yes. Again, Joker is the only one that can do this. And we get a reason for that in just a moment.
Hey, Mona, what was that about? What did Joker do?
He sealed the enemy's appearance and powers into his mask and made it his new persona. Is such a feat even possible? Even I've never seen anyone pull that off.
Is it good?
Of course it is. Only one heart exists per person, so normally a person can only have one persona. Incredible! That ability will give us a huge advantage in battle. Alright, try to do that even more if the opportunity arises. You better help out too, Skull.
Hell yeah! We'll hold every last one of them up!
So we can negotiate with a shadow now. If the enemy is a persona that you already have, a mask will appear beside its name, so it will show that we've already got it. And if we ask it to lend us its power again, it will grant experience to that persona, even if we don't have it equipped. The downside of negotiations like this is, as we've seen, less experience. So you want to sort of keep a track of both of them. I would say getting experience on our main character at the moment is better than getting experience on a persona. So if you can finish the fight, do so. If you don't have the persona, if you don't have it, go for it.
I like you even more now. I really do have something special after all.
So now that we know that, persona. As you can see, we've got Pixie, Bicorn, and Arsene, our starter. Bicorn has weaknesses to electricity and strong against dark damage. Has Lunge and Tavunda. Tavunda is decreased attack for one foe. Also learns Garu later. That's actually not too bad, since I don't have a wind skill available in most cases, I believe. Pixie has Zio, Dia, and will learn Patra later. Weak to a lot of things, so we can't exactly be too bad, but actually most of its weaknesses we're not going to be facing for a little while. Doesn't mean we can go charging into that main room and take on Kamoshida. No, we're taking the back route.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we're not going through there.
Treasure chest spotted. Let's open it.
Well, there's a few enemies in there, but apparently there's a treasure chest as well, so we definitely want to be in there. And again, we're going to be negotiating as much as possible. One thing about line of sight here. Your main character is the only one that matters. And I'll show that a little bit more in a moment. See, Skull's in plain sight there, but because he can't be seen, the main character can't be seen, he can't be seen either. I would like that guard to come over this way a little bit more, but it's not seeming to be the case. So we'll wait until he turns around and we'll go for the one a bit further up. Actually, now's a good time.
Show me your true form.
And we're going to run back to the door in a moment.
Alright, the first move is ours. Use wind to hit its weak point.
So, Crypt Dwelling Pyromaniac, we do want this one. Bicorn, let's show your lunge.
You missed? Come on, Joker.
It might help if we actually hit as well.
It's almost scary how good I am.
Let's knock two of these down, and then you'll get, because I do want to maximize experience, so I'm only going to do my negotiation when one of them is left. So we're going to not use our magic just yet, and we're just going to finish this one off.
2 enemies remaining.
Finish this one off.
One enemy remaining. Persona. The last one.
And, well, luckily, we had Dia on Pixie. Okay, I've never seen actually an enemy get out of MP or SP, so that's useful, because that Algae actually did a lot of damage. Generally, the higher level you are compared to the enemy, the more chance you've got of gaining as a persona. How about an autograph? Okay. I might not get this. You're fine as is. Oh, we did get it. Excellent. Jack-o'-lantern.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, so if we had just talked to all 3 of them and ended the fight there, we would have got 2 experience, but that gave us 10 because we defeated 2.
Step forward. Okay.
Now I want to get out of here before the other 2 respawn, so excellent. And now we can just make sure we get this second one. Yeah, they're plain sight, but can't see it. Already got this one, so we'll just concentrate on defeating it.
That was incredible, Joker! Yeah! Victory!
Okay.
Okay, so that's two fights down. There are other enemies here that I want to see if we can get hold of. And did I make that? Oh. As I said, stealth is an important thing. You want these ambushes. Really? That's not great, actually. There's a couple more enemies that I actually want to get hold of.
Nice going, Skull! Finish him! A spectacular victory!
This is good for experience, but we don't want experience right now. I want the
All right, let's get going.
I actually want the personas. Silver dagger from the chest. Yeah, let's change up.
All right.
So really, I need some personas to turn up. So I'm actually going to go back to the exit, and I'm going to save, and I'm going to go and find the ones I want, and I'll show them quickly, and then we'll move on to our next sort of destination.
Show me your true form.
Alright, the first move is ours!
Okay, here's one of them, the gallows flower. We want Algi.
Gun should work fine. I don't see a weak spot.
Yeah, they're plants, so we do want Algi, so let's go and grab Jack-o'-lantern. There's one.
Looking cool, Joker!
And there's the other one. Or maybe not. Yeah, just attack. Just don't kill it. Thank you.
That was incredible, Joker!
Right, let's see if I can get this one.
Cool!
You're an upbeat one, so I think it's vague answers, but I'm not completely certain. This is Mandrake.
That's a new one, isn't it?
So far so good. This is the second time I've been through this room. I only got that one new enemy. There is one more I want to pick up, if I can find it. So yeah, let's see if I can. I don't want to get too many levels or anything like that, so I'm actually just going to load until I actually find it. Now.
Alright.
A stylish victory.
So, didn't want to turn up. Oh well, never mind. I know there's more enemies in this area than the personas that we picked up. We've only picked up 4, I believe there's 5. But you can't exactly control what enemies are going to appear, so we're just going to stick with these ones for the moment. I don't want to waste any more resources than I've already used. Where's the stats? I've got 16 SP remaining on the main character. Yeah, I want all of that. So let's continue on. And that's a hazy room. That must be a safe room.
Hey, look!
This is that place from earlier. What's up with this app? Just said the word Sakamoto said, and I ended up...
Princess?
Huh?
Princess!
Yeah, that's a problem.
Aren't there even more shadows here than before? Just getting this far has been a real pain in my ass.
It's all because you guys provoked Kamoshida, you know. Still, he seems to be awfully on guard.
Anyways, how are we supposed to steal that treasure thing?
Don't be so hasty. First, we'll need to secure an infiltration route.
What?
A path to the treasure's location. But honestly, I think we'll need a little more manpower in order to accomplish this. At the very least, one more person would be nice.
Hey, you say you don't have your memories and all, but somehow you still know about that kind of stuff? Do you think this thing's really got amnesia?
Maybe, but she hasn't steered us. Well, sorry, not her. Actually, I don't know if it's a he or a she. I think it's a he. But Morgana as a name, we'll just go with they. But they haven't steered us wrong just yet, so we believe in them.
At least you're a step above that moron.
Don't call me a moron! You sure talk big, but what if it turns out you're just some stray cat in the end?
That can't be.
Still, why was a princess in such an odd place?
Princess?
I could have sworn we were pursuing the readings of an intruder.
It doesn't matter now. We must take her back to King Kamoshida.
Who's this princess they're talking about?
I should probably look into this.
And yet another question goes unanswered. Stuff like the castle and that navigation app are mysterious, but Morgana's got them both beat.
Mona?
Oh, crap, sorry. What was I again? Oh, yeah, Skull.
This is bad.
That was fast.
Your friend, Lady An. She's been taken by shadows.
Wait, what? We sent her home earlier.
If Lady Ann does indeed have the app, it could be possible.
Oh no. Don't tell me it got put on hers just like mine. Damn it! We let her out for her own safety and she just came back in by herself. Damn it.
So, we know where we're going now. We've got to get to Arn. So next time, we're going to go and do that. Until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.
I should write something.